What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video, we are going to be pulling ancient shards for this extra legendary event that's happening right now, only for ancient shards. So you see here, if you pull a legendary from the ancient shard, the blue shard here, you will get a extra legendary champion. Now the rates here are still going to be standard rates. There's no boosted rates or anything, so you are pulling against the the usual rate, so no boosted there. But if you're lucky enough to get a legendary from that 0.05% chance from one of these blue shards, you will get an extra one. Now in terms of odds and expected value, you do get better legendary champion expected value from each shard during these events. Now there's many reasons why you wouldn't pull on this event even if the expected value is slightly higher. Obviously you're going to get less epics. The epic rate is only 8%. It's usually 16% during 2x rate boosted rates. And that's usually where I recommend like early mid-game accounts to pull, because you get more epics, you fill out your roster and so forth. So today we will be pulling for some of these members here. We got a handful here that are looking for double gold. We got 76 here from Mr. Baron Draco. So let's get to it. Keep in mind that this event is completely optional. There's no other event attached to it other than this mystery shard, mystery summon rush. Also keep in mind that this mystery summon rush is focused around mysteries. All of these shards are only worth 1 point. If you're pulling ancient shards today, you'll get some value for it, but obviously the mystery shard is going to be the showcase or spotlight for this event, and definitely should be pulling the green shards for that event. Anyways, let's go into Draco's shard box here and start pulling. We'll pull 6 singles first, and then we'll do the 7 10 pulls here. So best of luck to you, Draco. Let's see if we can get you some solid double gold. There's a very big pool of non-void champions, so like trying to hit something that you really need here is going to be difficult. It's an epic Jingle Hunter. Not sure if that helps. Probably not. But yeah, it's at this point when I'm pulling here, I'm basically looking for maybe like less than 5. I'm looking for less than 5 champions myself. Obviously there's some nice to haves and faction guardians and stuff, but there's not too many that I'm really looking for myself. But obviously for a mid-late game or early game champion player, they're probably going to have a much wider range of champions that they're interested in. So best of luck, Draco. 0.5% chance, and boom, right away on the first 10 pull. That's kind of what you want to see. You want to see it right away, and then you're done with the event, and then that's it. You don't get any more points for doing this stuff, right? So there we go. We got Hanzo, Witch Hunter, and Brugard, Jeroboam. So Brugard was a fusion in the winter last in 2024. It's not too long ago. Hanzo is the partner to Gretel that was the Halloween fusion. Now he's actually pretty decent. He has an AoE kind of lockout ability here. He also has built-in ignore defense. He also has ignore shield and ignore unkillable with an extra turn mechanic here. He's actually the harder hitting version or partner. Gretel doesn't hit as hard, and he has really high base attack, so his attack can definitely scale up. So he has interesting kit, right? He has if you wanted to lock out enemies, he has a little bit of you need a little bit of accuracy, sorry. Probably similar to Alice. Maybe a similar kit to Alice, to be honest. He, can't be feared. He might be like a Fabian counter, I guess. But no, not really. Yeah, A1 weekend as well. So he does bring, bring some debuffs and some cool effects, and he does hit decent. But he's not an insane champion or anything like that. Jeroboam, Jeroboam got a lot of negative black. I'm not too sure. I don't think he's that bad, to be honest. He has an A1 here, 50% chance to decrease ally by skill by 1 turn. These are very impactful A1s. Just to get out of like lockout and stuff like that, or get more powerful abilities more often. His A2 is a 3-turn cleanse with a big heal and a shield. This move is very fine. It's very fine. It's even good. And then the 4-turn increased duration on enemy debuffs and increased duration on all buffs, and then a turn meter fill. Now this move, if it was a 3-turn, it would be like Yeah, okay, this is really good. But 4 turn, it feels less good. 4 turn feel much less good, like kind of like almost epic levels. Pretty cool passive here. Basically, like, if he gets hard CCs, he gets turn meter, and if he gets hard CC, it gets removed, and turn meter goes up, and then reduction effects are not effective against him. I don't know. He's kind of like a turn meter champion. He's not bad. He has the 3-turn cleanse, which is good. But usually, you know, if you want to put a cleanse on, sometimes having the block debuff is kind of nice because it stops you from getting CC'd again. But yeah, not a bad champion. Can help you in help you in progression. But yeah, not insane or anything like that. But anyways, Draco, thank you so much for letting me pull in your account. We'll be back on our next account for some more pulls. All right, guys, onto our next account here. We got Clustermate Dream here back for another shard opening. And yeah, he's got 154 ancient shards. We're going to be ripping them here, hoping to get him his double legendary. Let's go. Let's go. Good luck, Dream. What are we looking for Dream's account? Dream has a very, very progressed endgame account here. So, I mean, maybe Faction Guardians. That should be done on his account, I would think. But yeah. These are normal rates, I guess. 1 epic for 10. Even that's kind of lucky. 8% chance at epic only. But for Dream, it's all about the Legos. And there it is on the second pull. Let's see what we got. We got Biveled of the Thorn, and the extra legendary is Old Pardon Clanfather. Now, Bivel of the Thorn, depending on where you are in the game, he can be really, really good. I mean, if you're not finished Faction Wars, he has a really good kit for controlling the waves. He's got an A1 Provoke. He's got an A2 AoE Provoke with Leech. So both of these are really, really good at, you know, 1, giving your team healing, and 2, controlling the enemy wave. And then he has a shield here based on damage. His A3 doesn't hit super hard, so the shield's never going to be massive, but it does provide you a little bit of extra durability, I guess. And then his A3 helps keeps him alive. Sorry, and your allies alive. Because any enemy under provoke will deal 15% less debuff. So great champion for controlling waves like Faction Wars or just general dungeon progression. Also very good in Hydra actually, because he does not weak hit. So he can go through the weak hits and then he can land, you know, 100% provoke against the Head of Decay, and then you'll be covered. Also brings the leech to keep your team alive. So not a bad champion for progression, but probably not something that Dream is looking for. Up next, we got Opardin Clanfather. It had a little bit of love when Chimera came back into the picture because he synergized really well with Senna. He places all of these continuous heals going on. Lots of continuous heals here. So continuous heals in Senna, obviously very, very good synergy. And then obviously a little bit of continuous heal here. It buffs his turn meter, so he gets more continuous heals, and then the cycle continues. Good healer, I guess. Good healer overall. Maybe just to carry you through some waves. But yeah, he's not going to be like an insane champion in many, many areas. But hey, we got them both on 20 pulls, so always a good thing to see. So thank you so much, Dream, for letting me pull in your account. We'll be back on our next account for some more pulls. All right, we're back on our next account, Violator here. After several name changes, he has settled on Violator. Welcome back to the channel for another shard opening. Let's jump right into it. We got 130 shards here. Can we get the extra legendary quickly? And that's the aim of the game here. So best of luck to Violator. Let's go. Let's go. Level 90. Progressing through the game, Mr. Violator. Let's see what we can get him this time. Looking at 1 epic. Maroka. Got the Revive on Death stuff. Could always make a team with her around Sand Devil, I guess. If you're super, super desperate, there are teams around her. And a Sea of Blues. No thank you. Man, blues have been power crept big time in this game to the point where they're completely useless. Not, well, maybe 1 or 2 are not. Obviously, Cold Heart is not, but yeah, there's just no space in this game for blues. Vogoth, great epic. Great epic for Bommel. Hatatsu, great epic for Clan Boss. I'm talking about Hatatsu a little bit in my earlier video with Fastidious. Great champion. Covers a lot for Clan Boss, so. All right. So it's not coming super quick here. Let's go. Come on. Only 0.5% chance. So we got pretty lucky on the first couple accounts, pulling them pretty early. But this is the reality, guys. Seas of Blues. Minimal epics as well. Non-boosted rates, of course. Let's go. Come on. Double sea of blue. Nope, we squeezed out an epic at the end there. So 1 epic and 20 blue shards. Feels bad. Not a good one. I think Violator here could probably benefit from some epics. So some good ones would be nice. I mean, Volgoth's a good one. Volgoth is a good one. Maybe helpful there. Nothing here. Nothing here. Feeling it. Feeling the heat. Come on. Hopefully it's worth the wait. And blue tax again. Blue tax again. Oh my lords. Yeah, this is the reality, guys. That's why you gotta have a big buffer when you're pulling for these shards. You never know how long it's gonna take. Terror Beast, no thanks. No thank you. And another batch of blue. So we got 1 epic and 20 ancient shards again. All right, I think we're nearing the end for you here for Violator. Hopefully he's got enough. Let's see here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't make him tap out. Miscreate Monster, very good. Not sure if he has them, but very good. You know what they should do is probably put some kind of indicator here, whether, you know, to show you whether you have it or not. I don't know. I don't know. Kind of like souls, right? Kind of like souls. Why not? Why not? Come on. Come on. Oh, there it is. On the last, is it the last shard? Oh my, we got 2 lovely ladies here. We got Lady Kimmy and Doley Anna. Okay, let's go. Yeah, not on his last shard overall, but on his last shard of that temple is always nice. Lady Kimmy here, I mean, she's gonna be good. She's gonna be the better of the 2, I think. Still a very good turn meter manipulator. Got the block buff kind of replacing 1 random buff. So you can actually remove something like Stone Skin and then give them block buffs right away. So it's actually very, very annoying. Gives you the turn meter fail by 15% and then places increased accuracy and increased speed. This is a pretty big boost. Obviously, if you can benefit from the increased accuracy, even better. So like Bomb Champion or something like that can be really, really nice, or Lockout Champion. And then she also has the decreased accuracy and then decreased speed here with the turn meter boost decrease as well. Sorry, turn meter decrease as well. So she goes speed up, turn meter up, speed down, turn meter down, and her A1 does turn meter down as well. Very, very cool champion. She goes up to, I believe, 115 base speed. So she's the fastest base speed in the game. Don't really like this speed in Doom Towers. Should be speed in all battles, I think, or speed in arena maybe. But yeah, Lady Kimmy, still very, very good. Can be used in Hydra too, as block buffs if you want, or decrease speed. Doley Anna was a free login back in the day. She was one of the first ones. She might have been the first one. She might have been the first one before, I don't remember, before Ninja. She might have been the first one, to be honest. But I don't recall. It's been a couple years now. The big thing about her is that she does have a AoE hold on, block buffs, A3, right? Yeah, she has an AoE block buff, so makes her, you know, viable for Hydra. The problem is it's a 4-turn cooldown. She's relatively easy to build because her accuracy goes up for her HP, so she doesn't need like crazy amounts of accuracy, and then you can make her kind of useful. And as a, you know, free champion back in the day, that's very helpful for building her out. She also brings an A1 AoE leech, so you can actually put her in like stun gear and stuff like that, and she can be kind of useful. But yeah, overall, you know, kind of mid-ish login champion, but maybe it'll help fill faction guardians for the high elves, which is pretty important for Arbiter and all that for the speed boost. So anyways, Violator, hopefully you guys, you can make use of these 2 champions. So best of luck, and thank you so much for letting me pull in your account. We'll be back on our next account for some more pulls. All right, guys, we're back on our next account here, Crown Royal, 84 level, and he's got 104 ancient shards here. So let's see if we can get that extra Lego right away. Looks like you need some space here, bud. All right, made a little bit of space, and let's see if we can get Crown Royal the lightning within his very limited space. So let's go. Let's go. Best of luck, man. Best of luck. Let's go. Let's go. Blues. Level 84. I mean, you definitely, you know, epics probably are kind of useful here. So let's see. Maybe get some epics too. Come on. Starting off with the blue tax. There's going to be lots of blue tax here for this event. Oh, Oh, hey, there you go. Isenya, maybe a piece for Mikage. I'm not too sure where you are on Mikage, but she could be that piece. Just that easy, guys. You could randomly get a piece for Mikage. Let's go. Come on. All right, we got to go back in and make some more space, I guess. All right, blues. We got 1 epic for 30 ancient shards. Feels bad, man. All right, back to it. Come on. Come on. So much blue tax. Can we just get this gold and move on? Come on. Oh, 1 more epic. So we got 2 epics for 40 shards. Again, the reality of these non-boosted rates definitely yeah, can be not very fun. All right, another sea of blue. So we got 3 blue tacks in the first 50. Very nasty. All right, guys, let's get it. Come on. Come on, let's go. Double gold. Boom, there we go. Finally, Deliana. We got the 20x Deliana going today or what? Oh my god, Deliana again. Once again, free login champion. I mean, yeah, if you got her as a dupe, then at least she's in a good faction. For Arbiter, you get the extra speed and stuff like that for Arena. Yeah, I mean, we just spoke about her. Look at her stance. I just realized her stance looks kind of weird, right? Look at her feet. Look at the way her feet is positioned. I don't know. It just seems kind of weird, especially in like a battle pose. It seems not very solid. But anyways, so that's Deliana there. Owella here, again, a past fusion. She brings a pretty big heal here, 30% of her max HP. Also increases duration of all ally buffs, so she can be like a buff extender and all that. Also brings increased resistance and a big turn meter fill on a 3-turn cooldown. So, I mean, she's interesting, right? She's interesting. You can definitely go boost into her and then, you know, do something with your arena team, for example, or dungeon team. The big heal is very useful. She has an A1 decreased speed, 100% chance, so it could be useful in a lot of other areas as well. But yeah, Owella here, yeah, she's a good champion, but not insane or anything like that. So anyways, thank you, Crown Royal, for letting me pull in your account. We'll be back on our next account for some more pulls. All right, guys, on to our next account here. We got Doley, level 59. Level 59, still progressing through the game. Let's see if we can pull him something impactful at level 59. I mean, man, this is the stage of the game where you really get super excited over tons and tons of stuff because everything can potentially help you, even the epics and all that. So best of luck, Mr. Doley. 80 ancient shards here and a dream. Let's go. Best of luck, man. Hopefully get you something good. Not necessarily, you know, something crazy because that might not fit your account, but just something that is good and it works for your account wherever you need it. We got 2 epics here. Shadowbones could be useful for faction wars. Fan Cleric as well brings the single revive as well. So definitely both can be useful. So if you need them for faction wars or maybe even Cintranos, I did use Fan Cleric for Cintranos, for example. He did help in, like, I think 1 or 2 stages, so definitely useful. Got our blue tax in early and often in this video. This event, of course, right, is going to... there we go. Only 30 ancient shards pulled, and we got 2. We got Lord Entertainer Fabian. Here we go. Vogoth here as well, if that helps. It's a big one. But yeah, if you were not able to do the Fabian fusion, here he is. What a massive champion. So if you don't have him, he is massive. He's an insanely good champion. He's great for waves. He's great for arena. He's got the A1 turn meter drop, turn meter steal. He's got the petrification, and then AoE fears, and then he's got the lockout and strip ability on his A3. Speed and all auras battles as well. He's going to be in all your dungeon teams, all your wave teams, Doomtower teams if you yeah, are struggling in any bit of content. He's not going to be the best against bosses, but you know, he's still going to be very good just against the waves to get you to the bosses. So great champion, great pull, even a great to have a dupe of. And then Owella again, we got the 20x going on Owella and Deliana today's video. Once again, she is a good healer, could be useful for your account actually. You don't really need to build her with accuracy, although the decreased speed is very useful against some bosses, for example like Fire Knight or like Iron Twins or you know, Sand Devil or something like that. It could be useful, Chimera. But you can just use her as a healer and a turn meter booster. She could be fine. So anyways, great pulls. And yeah, thank you so much for letting me pull your account. Glad you got it after only 30, so you can save some shards for the next events and all that. So anyways, we'll be back on our next account for some more pulls, guys. All right, folks, we are on the alt account here, and we will be pulling for the 1+1. We will also be pulling shards on the main account as well. Now, both of these are not particularly close to 200, which is the Mercy starting for the Ancient Shards. They're probably over 100 at least. So, but I don't mind gambling on these. Basically, it's a gambling event, and of course, we want to have a little bit of fun. Ancient Shards, I feel, are just something that are not super high value for end game accounts. So for me, I got 240 here. I feel like gambling, so I'm just going to throw some of these into the lottery mix and see what we can get. For both my accounts, we can still benefit from faction guardians and all that, so no big deal. My range is still quite wide, but of course there's going to be a handful that I really want. But yeah, let's see what we can get here. Non-boosted rates, not close to Mercy, but let's see if we can get lucky here. Hopefully we don't have to pull the entire farm. We do got enough, though. We're going to make sure that we get something here today. High Katoon, login champion after a month. Very good champion after a month. And Seeker, one of the key champions you need for those clan boss teams. Hopefully you guys got those epics that you guys need for your special areas in the game. Got the blue tax out of the way. Okay, let's go. I mean, there's going to be a lot of blue tax here going on. I just hope I pulled the gold relatively early. Don't expect to pull it right away, but hopefully we can get lucky here. Double blue tax feels super bad. 20 blues in a row. Again, should be pretty common sight, I think. What's this? 25, 6, 7, 27 blues in a row, and then one epic. Feels really bad, especially if you paid for these or if you're really early game, hoping for something. But I think if you're really early game, you're probably holding on to your shards, not pulling for this event, unfortunately. Can't participate. And one epic again. Come on, let's go. Let's go. We got to pull something impactful. That'll be nice. This account needs something impactful. Something to build. Something to build for fun. Let's go. Lady Atessa, no thanks. Not too many epics on this account that I really want either. It's mainly for empowerment, I guess. Let's see. Let's see what we're going to get here. Come on. Blue tax again. Let's go. Oh, man. Okay, we got to make some space. All right, let's get back at it. Come on. Let's go. Get back at it. Make some more space. Can we get there? Can we get there? Without having to go to Mercy, please. He's going to send us to Mercy. Come on. This is the reality, right? You want to make sure that you can at least control your odds a little bit, You want to pull when you're kind of close to Mercy. Right now we're pulling like totally outside of Mercy, so almost expected to have to pull a lot of shards to get there. Hopefully we can get there before Mercy. Blue tax again. Oh my goodness. Looks like the game is not going to be generous to us this time. Making us dig deep. Digging deep. Double blue tax again. Here's the realities, guys. The realities. All right, come on. Give me that gold. Nope, we gotta go back for more space. All right, back for more. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Please, not Mercy. Not Mercy would be nice. Not Mercy would be nice. Okay. Looks like it's gonna take us to Mercy. Is it worth the wait? Let's see if it's worth the wait. And nope. Not yet. Not yet. Come on. Is it worth the wait? Mordecai, great for Centranos. Great for everywhere, actually. Good champion overall. Nothing. Yep, it's going to take us to Mercy. We're pretty close, I think. Pretty close now. All right. You got us. You got us, player. You got us. You got us this time. You got us this time. Our gambling itch. All right, Morag, you get her for free. Good champ. More space. All right, guys, you can see Mercy here. It says 203, so we are into the boosted rates for each ancient shard, so I'll be pulling them individually now. A little bit of a bummer. We didn't actually get lucky here, but we'll get that legendary eventually. We'll get that legendary eventually. Sometimes you do have to go into Mercy to get it. It's going to cost us probably 170 shards this session around, but that's totally fine. No big deal. I like these events for gambling. And, you know, we got some training tournaments going on. We got some good goodies there. So I'm going to be pulling shards anyways, just to complete those. We do have, you know, whatever event coming up. So that's something to keep in mind. Obviously, it's account dependent if you guys can spare resources and stuff right now. There we go. We got the legendary. And it's going to be Tatsu. Tatsu. Let's see. Is it worth it? We got Bells, the Reckoner, and Tatsu. I mean, Bells the Reckoner, we recently pulled him on the main account as well. I mean, he's a good champ. He's got decreased defense on the A1. He's got AoE, a steal, and then a double hit. Double hit if they have leech. He hits okay. He's supposed to be a damage dealer, but he doesn't deal like insane damage or anything like that. Block buffs and leech, and a turn meter fill on his A3. He definitely could be useful. I'll probably end up building him just for Hydra. My Hydra on this account is kind of weak, so I don't mind having some options. And yeah, he's a damage dealing passive. So, and then we have Tatsu here. Tatsu is one of the pieces for Mikage. She might be a faction guardian for this account. I don't have, you know, obviously I fused Tatsu for Mikage. Otherwise, she doesn't really have super crazy use. I've seen her used maybe once in arena. And honestly, there's not too much going on for her, right? A little bit, you know, she's supposed to be doing damage, but she has sleep. I don't know. It's kind of interesting, but I'm definitely not going to use her for anything too serious. Bell's a little bit more interesting here. I'm not sure if I went for him on this account. I'm just going to double check here real quick. Check the fragments. Do I have Bells in here? I do have Bells, so he would be my second one, unfortunately. And it cost me some CVC points for pulling him. My Orcs is also full, so I don't really need him there. Tatsu would be a Shadowkin, and she is a dupe. There you go. We got a little bit of extra attack for everybody, so that's kind of nice. I mean, that's all, you know, you really want to see, right? If you're going to get a bad champion, hopefully it's a dupe. And then hopefully it works for your faction guardians. So anyways, guys, went into Mercy for that one. A little bit expensive. But yeah, we'll jump into the main account. We'll do some more pulls there. Hopefully we get some better luck. All right, guys, we are finally on the main account here. I am a sheep and all that, so happy April Fools. Yeah, we're going to be pulling for the extra legendary event. We're not close to Mercy or anything like that, so this is, again, purely gambling. I don't advocate this unless you obviously have the resources to, complete any other future events. So obviously for me, I do have the resources to do so I don't have any issues pulling and gambling here. But yeah, obviously for your accounts, please be considerate and thoughtful of your own resources. Let's go, I guess. Best of luck to me. Hoping to get it early, but we're not really close to Mercy, so really have to get super lucky here. My alt account did not get lucky. We did have to go into Mercy, at least a handful past the 200 mark, so feels kind of bad. Couldn't get lucky there, but we did, obviously walk away with 2 legendaries, which is, not the best price, but it could be worse. It could be worse, I guess. You could walk away with 1 legendary, I guess, after 200. But at least we got 2 legendaries. But hopefully for this account, we don't have to tap it all, right? We don't have to tap it all here. Man, the blue tax feels so bad. Even if you get epics in there, it'll feel a little bit better, but just the blues feels pretty rough. But yeah, hopefully we don't have to tap it all for this account. But yeah, we're not close to Mercy, so purely gambling here, hoping to get lucky. 0.5% chance at a Lego. Let's see if we get there earlier than 200. Gotta pay the tax first, got the blues in there. Ideally, you get it within 100. If you get within 100, you get 2 Legos. I think that's, pretty good deal, I think. All right, let's go back in for space. That's a bad sign. Okay. The good thing about it is actually there's a train tournament actually going on, so you get some extra points there. And we got our Legos pretty early here. Hey, Tomb Lord, I think that is a dupe. A dupe Tomb Lord gives me Faction Guardians for this Night Revenant. I remember in my previous video when I was pulling Sacred Shards, this was one of the champions that I was kind of interested in because if I hit it, I will get a Faction Guardian for it. So I'm really, really excited to see Tomb Lord here. We did get Lord Champfort as well. Lord Champfort, I mean, he's a perfectly viable champion. He's very very decent. He's got decreased defense on his A1. He's got decreased accuracy, decreased attack on his A2 on a 3-turn cooldown. His AoE as well. And then he has a passive here that gives him a little bit of a shield, and it places decreased speed. So I've seen Lord Transport used against Iron Twins, probably because of the decreased speed and decreased accuracy. So it's actually pretty decent. He's mainly a support champion. I don't see him hitting super hard or anything like that. HP in dungeons, big HP in dungeons, actually 50%, massive. And he's a Bannerlord, so this actually helps because my Bannerlord is actually one of my worst faction guardians. So good pull for there. And then of course Tomb Lord, very good at soloing some content, and low hard dragon. He does require a lot of stats. He requires 100% accuracy to land 4 poisons, requires accuracy of course. He also brings decreased defense and decreased attack on a 4-turn cooldown, so it's not ideal on its return, but 4 turns still okay. And decreased speed is very good. He can, he can play in a lot of areas. Chimera, I've seen him get some value there as well for his decreased speed. Poisons, handling the trials, decreased defense, decreased attack. And of course, he's going to be great in normal ice golem and dragon, all the way up into like probably mid-tier dragon, mid or low-tier hard dragon. So I think both of them will be faction guardians. Very happy to actually get that going here. Let's have a double look so you can see my Bannerlords is awful. I don't know how that happens, but there we go. Lord Chamfer gives me plus 10% attack on my Bannerlords, and then yeah, Tomb Lord will be a dupe as well. Boom, faction guardian mania. We did it. 10% defense on all my knight revs. Very nice. I'm actually super happy for that. I mean, this is kind of what you want, right? You get the the 2 faction guardian slots filled out. So yeah, it worked out really well for my main account. I didn't have to pull that much. I think I pulled like 60 shards, which is pretty good. I pulled 70 shards, which is pretty lucky. So I pulled 70 shards, got 2 Legos, and both of them filled my faction guardians, and both of them, yeah, pretty lucky. So anyways, guys, hopefully you got some luck for yourselves, for your own pulls here. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it all. Best of luck if you're continuing to pull. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.